All right, thanks very much. We'll move on now to the second motion of the day. There's only three. I now call on Comrade Casey to move the next motion on the books, 25-year medal.
Comrades, we want to do something for the members who've been around for 25 years. So the proposal is that we're going to strike a 25-year medal. The motion reads as follows, and I move it so. That this meeting endorses the striking of a 25-year membership medal in this, the Union Centenary year, to be henceforth awarded upon the State Committee of Management, so resolving to members who attain 25 years membership of the Union, and further, that this medal take the same form as the draft artwork presented to the meeting, being of circular design and fashioned on the obverse side of the Union's foundation badge and on the reverse side to read 25 years membership, and is to be suspended on a bar and a 32mm ribbon of 5 myrtle and cardinal stripes of equal width, each stripe signifying 5... Look, you've got to be careful with this stuff, honestly. Each stripe signifying 5 years membership. So that's the motion. I'll hand it over to the seconder.
Thank you, and I do call on a second for that motion, which I believe is Comrade Greg Mullins, ex-State Committee official and current Commissioner of the New South Wales Fire Brigade. Greg would like to speak to the motion.
I'm very proud to stand before you today to second the motion from the Secretary. I do it with two hats on, as a long-standing FBEU member, a proud FBEU member, and as Commissioner of the New South Wales Fire Brigades. And I just want to say up front that if this motion is passed, I will then approve the wearing of the medal on the right breast when members are in uniform. Why should we recognise strong union membership, long union membership? All of the things that Jim so eloquently put, I can't argue with, although of course the employer today is much better. It is inevitable, and it has been inevitable while I've been Commissioner, that the union, the employer, have come into conflict. I think it makes for a healthy workplace to have a good representative union to look after the safety, the working conditions and the rights of workers. And I know that Jim is big on dignity in the workplace, and so am I. And I want to pay tribute to the current State Committee. We had some issues recently, as you know. We put out a joint statement on bullying and harassment in the workplace and about dignity in the workplace. And it shows how employers and unions can work together. We've also worked on diversity in the workplace. But one of the big things that has always made me proud to be an FBEU member is that it thinks big. The FBEU, we're in the front line of demonstrations against the Vietnam War, Indigenous rights, global warming, the GST, all sorts of things that are community issues, and peace generally in the world, because if there's war, it impacts on workers. So it's a union that has been there, not just looking after firefighters, but looking after the community. Now, some wonderful improvements have come to the community in New South Wales because of the union. Better rescue services, far better equipped fire engines. I'm not going to call them appliances, as Clive Robertson always has a go at us and says they're mix masters, but sorry, I love listening to Clive Robertson. So the union has been in the forefront. I myself was on the State Committee for a number of years and had the pleasure of working with Frank Bryce, and I want to acknowledge his wife Grace, who is here today, the late great Frank. And a number of retired members and life members who I served on the State Committee with are here today also. And so I'm very privileged to second this motion, and I commend it to you.
All right, on that, I would now like to put that to the meeting. Those in favour of the motion as read out, those against, abstain, I declare that carried unanimous.